I'm Dr. Colonel Atul Bhandari. Today I'm going to speak about the small things which can make a big difference in our lives. Let me share a short story with you. There is this girl, she's writing that she had recently taken up a job, a young lady, and she was working quite late one day. It was almost about quarter to 8 at night. It was dark, it was coming on to winters, and she was one of the last people to leave her office. She was in a hurry to leave, so she quickly wound up, shut down her computer, and picked up a handbag, and the door snapped shut behind her, the office door. She hurriedly took the lift and came down and came to the ground floor. It was dark, she could not see anybody inside. Apparently, even the security guards were nowhere to be seen. It was quite lonely. A thought flashed in her mind that, oh, I shouldn't have got into this situation. It's too late. Anyway, next time I'll be more careful. I got so involved with my work. Now she had to walk for about 600 meters from the office to the car parking where her car was parked. Now she is walking briskly in her sandals as fast as she could. It was dark, and suddenly a very, very odd thought came in her mind. God, she had forgotten the car keys on the desk in her office. What a thought! And as she was just wondering what to do, go back or not, because the office door had been shut and by now everything would have been sealed because it was all automatically shut down. So she heard some voices behind her, some male voices. She peered over her shoulder and could see two people who looked like ruffians. Then in the darkness she could see a third one also. She quickened her pace. Those people also quickened her pace. She walked briskly towards her car, wondering what on earth she should do. There was nobody inside, no one to be seen. Even if she would shout, nobody would hear her because it was desolate. And she broke out into a small run. Those people also broke down into a small run, and she was approaching a car. She just put her hand inside her handbag, looking for something to find God, heaven, and there her hand touched a metal object which looked like her key. She took it out, and yes, she pressed the button, the car opened. She just turned the key, put it into the car, and it opened. She was really wondering how this happened. Anyway, there's no time to think about all this. So she quickly locked the car. Her windows were already up of the car. She started it, and in a jiffy, she just vanished from there because she had found that key, one solitary key, in her purse. And in any case, there was no time to think about it. Later on, after a half an hour's drive, when she reached home, she thought about it. She was too tense to have a dinner. She thought she would not tell her father about this, who was staying about 40 kilometers away within the same city. And she had moved here because of her work. So next day was a Sunday, and she at about 10 o'clock in the morning rang up her dad and said, "Dad, how are you? And this Sunday I've been a little busy. Next weekend I'll come and meet you, and all is well, and look after yourself." She decided not to mention to him about others. He would get honestly worried. So she said, "Okay, Dad, take care." And just as the call was about to finish, the dad said, he said, "Okay, by the way," he told his daughter, "you know, I had got one spare key made for your car and had put it inside your purse. I thought, you never know, someday you just might need it." Just imagine, that is what the dad had done. Without being told, without anyone asking, he just got a spare, a duplicate key made for his daughter and placed it inside her handbag with the thought, you never know when she might need it. That act saved her life. That act saved her from various things which could have happened that night. So what do we learn from this? We learn that even small acts can have a big difference. A small thing like, making a telephone call to a relative can save him or her from huge issues. A small gift to a friend can really cheer up things and patch up a relationship again. A thing like wearing a mask when we are outdoors and in crowded areas, if we have to go out and travel by air or by some other means, if we wear a mask on our face, which we must do when we are outdoors, that can save so many human lives. It can save the spread of so many issues, so many bacteria and infections and viral things like COVID. So many things can be done just by small acts. So I request each one of you, think about these small acts. They have tremendous power in them. Thank you.